We now welcome to the lectern Dr. Faith B. Israel, Secretary of Health, Wellness, and Social Protection at the THA, and another valuable partner on the road to making these guidelines a reality.
Thank you, Fane. And thanks for allowing us to indicate that we are going to stand on the already established protocols. So, the dreaded S word. What is that? Say it with me. Sex. See, we have the giggling, we have the uncomfortable feeling. I am sure that most of you are already cringing while sitting there, right? Intimate relationships. You know, as we call them in Trinidad and Tobago, man and woman business, or whatever variation of that may exist. Another topic that, if we are really honest with ourselves, we know that there is quite a bit of discomfort while dealing with those topics. So imagine what happens when either of these go wrong. Imagine what happens when we have to treat with a woman or a man being violated sexually, when we have to treat with going into a home that is not working the way we think it should because partners are being abused. It's an uncomfortable space for those of us on the outside of it to treat with, because many of us have our own biases. Many of us have not dealt with our own issues of intimate partner violence or sexual abuse or any of those things. But as professionals, we are expected to treat those who come to us for help with love, with respect, with confidentiality, with all of these things. And this is where these guidelines come in, because it actually helps us, those of us who, if we're honest with ourselves, are uncomfortable with these circumstances. It gives us a guideline or helps us navigate our own feelings and those of the clients that come to see us. And because of that, it's important for us to truly use these guidelines. I know we are used to having PAHO and our international organizations create these wonderful documents that are in a stack somewhere, in a box somewhere, catching dust. I am hoping that these don't follow the same path. Now, it is International Women's Day, and yes, we need to be appreciative of the women and where women have gone and what women have accomplished. But I would ask us, even in our deliberations today, to remember that men and boys are victims of sexual assault and abuse as well. And men are victims of intimate partner violence as well. And because we have these ideas, and sometimes I think we are quite unfair to our men, because we force them to bear these burdens of being a man. You know, don't cry. You're a little girl, man up. And because we put these unfair burdens on our men, we actually later down cause our women to be unsafe. The 2-year-old or 3-year-old boy who has stubbed his knee and came to you crying, and you said to him, "Don't cry, you're a boy." You've now taught that boy that he does not have feelings and he does not have emotions, and that if he is hurt, he should not express that pain. And then that 3-year-old boy becomes a 20-year-old or 30-year-old man who cannot express pain, does not know how to express his feelings. And then we have to treat with these very situations. So I encourage you, I encourage all of us to, yes, be happy it's International Women's Day. But we are talking about embracing equity. And we need to seriously think about what it takes to get us to the point of equity. It's not just treating with women, but it's ensuring that the men that these women come into contact with are also wholesome human beings. Thanks to all of the partners, the Ministry of Health, the UN agencies, the European Union, the Tobago House of Assembly, all of the RHAs, everyone who is sitting in this room, everyone who will use these guidelines. Thank you, and happy International Women's Day.
Thank you very much, Dr. B. Israel, for making sure that we bring men and boys along with us on this journey, as the Spotlight Initiative so passionately does as part of their programming.